Hello everyone, it's Amanda Bach with Bach Star Stamping. Coming back at you. I haven't been on a live in a very long time. So when you hop on, please say hi so I can say hi to you. The comments, got my comments. Hey, Vesta's already here. Hey, Vesta. All right, pardon my messy desk. Apparently Facebook has updated yet again, and let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That might help. Let's see what that does for us here. All right, because otherwise all that stuff's going to... Hey, that looks better. Okay. All right. We have... there we go. All right. There we go. It wouldn't let me zoom in until I went live. So, okay. Well, exciting news. This is the last few days for this catalog. So if there's anything in this catalog you wish to purchase, make sure you grab it. It is on the last chance list. Some of these items are carrying over, and you will be able to get them later, but most are not. So they're on the last chance list, and they are while supplies last. And then starting January 7th, these two catalogs go live. So very exciting. I can't open these yet until then, but when my order from these catalogs comes in, I will make sure I show you everything. Very exciting. Celebration is a special in January and February. For every $60 you spend, you get to choose something in this little catalog for free. So kind of exciting. Some wonderful things in there I absolutely love. Okay, so I hope you all had a great Christmas and Happy New Year. We had fun. We went to Minnesota. I got to mark something off of my bucket list, which is I got to go ice fishing. So that was a lot of fun. I caught a fish. It was like that big-ish, but it was adorable. And I was happy because I caught a fish. All right, so let's get started with tonight's project. I listed all the supplies you need on my Facebook page, so hopefully you have them. If not, I'll repeat the dimensions so you can stamp along with us if you wish. This is a card layout I have used so many times. It is one of the first card layouts I learned, and I just come back to it again and again and again. Hey, there's Betty. All right, so this is a regular card. Ooh, my card got kind of dinged up there. It's card base 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So nothing special about our card base. I've decided to use Night of Navy. This is going to kind of be a monochromatic card. All right, next, I said you're going to need a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 of basic white. And that's just a matte layer. So, you know, if you decide something coordinates better with your paper and you'd like this to not be white, that's fine too. All right, got my box of goodies over here. Let's dig out the piece of designer series paper I chose. So the Mediterranean Blooms has citrus on one side and then is blue on the other. And I absolutely love blue. So I was very excited to get this paper. So this is a 4 by 3 piece of designer series paper. Any paper you want, but make sure your card base coordinates. So this is Night of Navy, so that's why I chose Night of Navy. If I was doing this side, you know, I could choose, I believe that's pumpkin pie and peach pie, but I'm not using that side. So I'm gonna get out my trimmer because there's something I need to show you what to do with this piece of paper. All right, so it is 4 by 3. You're gonna put it in your trimmer diagonally. And don't do it this way, okay? Don't do it that way. Do it this way. So the longer side is at the top. So I'm going to put my 2 points and make sure they're in the track. Hold it there steady. I'm going to move my cutter kind of in the center of the piece of paper. Press down, go out to each edge. That way it doesn't ruin my corners. So my corners are still nice and neat. So you get 2 triangles. All right, so what you're going to do is put your triangles like that on that piece of paper. Now, I have made this card, as I said, many times, and sometimes I emboss this layer as well. I chose not to just for simplicity's sake, just to show you an easy layout tonight. I didn't emboss this, but you certainly could. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and glue these pieces down to our card front. I made a lot of my Christmas cards like this year. I've made a lot of birthday cards in the past week or so. Just super quick and easy. And I just got an order for some cards, so she wanted a lot of blues, so I am going to be using this layout to make some cards for her. Hey, Kathy's on too. Hey, Kathy. All right, I don't know why, but I always turn my card this way when I put the front on. There we go. So this is our card. We are not done. We are not done. Now, at this point, you could stop. If you have like a long scripty font of like a happy birthday, that would look really nice right here. But that's not what we're doing tonight. Just giving you options though. All right, next you're going to need a piece of 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I chose to match my card base simply because this paper doesn't have any other colors in it. If there were other colors, I might choose a different color, but that's going to go there in a second. But here's where our stamps come in. This is also a 4 by 3 piece of basic white. And for this one, we are going to use the Spotlight on Nature stamp set, which I realized when I went to get it out the other day, I'd only used this thanks stamp so far. I'd used the dies like crazy, but I'd only used this little stamp. So we're going to be using this flower right here. I have gone ahead and put it on a block. And then I'm going to search for my Night of Navy ink because I thought I put it in a good spot. Let's see. Oh, it's in here. See, it's in my pile of things I need for this video. It's at the bottom. Of course, it's at the bottom. That was a great place for it, wasn't it? There we go. All right. My Night of Navy, which I know I need to re-ink, so it might be a little bit faint, but we'll see. All right, because it's a large stamp, I'm going to do this with it. Rather than put the stamp in the ink, I'm going to bring the stamp pad to the stamp. There we go. That looks good. Hey, Katie's watching too. Hey, Katie. All right, we're going to put it just like that. Nice. And then we're going to use this Happy Birthday from Labeled with Love. I love that script there. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to put it right there. There we go. Okay, now before it gets too dry, because Night of Navy, I will say, is one of those inks that does take a little bit of time to dry. Before it gets completely dry, I'm going to get out my Wink of Stella brush. And I'm going to make those flowers a little bit sparkly, and I'm making sure I start at the base of the flower and I'm bringing that ink up to the rest of the petal. Can you see how cool that's looking? I'll hold it up in just a second. All right, so you probably can't see that far down. Okay, I'll hold it up here. There's a little delay. Can you see how it spread the ink and added? I don't know, you probably can't see. There's a little bit of shimmer, but there is. I love how it spreads the ink. Now, if you don't have a Wink of Stella, you could certainly do this with a blender pen. Obviously, it won't add the shimmer, but it will spread the ink. You could do it with a very dry, wet brush. You don't want it too wet because then it'll smear everywhere. But if it's just a little bit wet. All right, so that's the effect I'm going for. It just carried the ink just a little bit, and it added a little bit of shimmer on the flowers. Oh, Ellie says, hi, Grandma Betty. So hi, Grandma Betty, from Ellie. All right, we're going to mat that on here. So I just went 1/4 of an inch up. So again, you could mass produce these very, very quickly. I did for Christmas cards. I made like 100 of them like this. I just love it. I just love it. I've also made them without this layer here. So I just put the designer series paper directly on the card base. So this matte layer here is optional. So we're going to pop it up like that. We're going to use black mini dimensionals. And we're going to use black because this is Night of Navy and because they were on my table. So that's why we're using them. And I want to show you my trick for them in case you haven't seen this. To get those backings off, I take my pokey tool, I stab into it, and I do like a little lift off, a little check mark. Stab and lift. And then all my ends, or my backings are right there. I can take them and put them directly into my garbage can here. All right, we're going to center that as best we can. There we go. And last step, well, we still got 2 more steps. But step for the front is we need some embellishments. So I've chosen the adhesive-backed dragonflies and birds. I thought a little dragonfly is really cute on here. So we're going to put our little dragonfly right there. I love these because they're absolutely flat, so they're great to mail. They don't poke through your envelope at all. We need to do our inside. So got my 5 1/4 by 4 piece of basic white. And another stamp in this one labeled with love is the Enjoy Today. So we're going to use that. Nope, not that one. There we go. I'm just going to test it too. Yeah, I really need to re-ink my Night of Navy. Sorry, I should have done that. So we're going to put Enjoy Today. And then this beautiful butterfly from Spotlight on Nature. We're going to use that beautiful butterfly right there. So cute. Oh, Betty says hi. Where's the got some chatting going on. Love it. Okay, so if you decide to use this layout to create your own card, please put it in the Facebook group Back Star Stampers. Let me say that again. Back Star Stampers. Good grief. It's because I'm so used to saying Back Porch Stampers from Karen Titus's group that I just can't even say my own name apparently. All right, Back Star Stampers. Where's that? You guys see it? No? Wink of Stella. It ran away. Anybody? 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 Good thing I got another one. All right. I don't know where that other one went. Good thing I got 2. All right. We're just going to do the butterfly real quick. Bring that ink up from the body. And it's so pretty. Spreads out. Night of Navy is a slow dryer. So is Cherry Cobbler Real Red. They take a little bit of time to dry. So I'm always real careful when I use those, that I don't stick my finger in what I've just stamped. Okay, so that just spread out the ink just a tiny, tiny little bit. I think it just adds just a little bit. You can see it there. Get a little closer. All right, we'll stick that in the middle. So quick, easy layout. So again, please share in the Facebook group any cards you make using this layout. I would love to see them. Even if you don't use the matte layer on the front. So again, this layer is optional. You could just stick your designer series paper. Now I have some other examples I want to show you using this paper. Let me put my glue away. Put these away. Okie dokie. So there's my card. Here are some other examples. Here's what it looks like when you cut the opposite way. Okay, so this was the long side at the top, remember? Well, I messed up and I did it this way, but I wanted to show you. That way you can, you know, see what it looks like the other way as well. And this is a different piece of paper as well. But, okay, another example is using this paper, but I mounted it on Balmy Blue instead of Night of Navy. Since there were 2 colors in here, I decided to do that. Actually, there are 3 colors. There's a boho blue in there too, but I thought the balmy blue looked better when I put them all together. So that's what that one looks like. And then one more. Why did I get these out? Oh, to show you the difference there. I'm going to show you the difference between if you put it on balmy versus Night of Navy. Which one do you like better? I like them both, but I'd probably say I like the Night of Navy better. But it's up to you. So this is the same as that one. I just haven't put the dragonflies on these yet, but I will before I mail them out. Alrighty. So thank you all so much for watching. Again, big exciting news are the new catalogs go live next Tuesday. So this one and Celebration, and there will be 3 new kits dropping that day. And there's a new scrapbooking brochure filled with beautiful double-sided 2-toned cardstock. And some designer series paper, and what else? There's another. Oh, and there's a new join offer starting January 7th. There's one other thing. I'll post it on my Night at Navy. Yes, I like the Night at Navy too better. I will post it on my Facebook page, Box Star Stamping, all the news that happens on January 7th. So very exciting. All right. Thank you all, and I will see you hopefully next week. All right. Bye-bye.